March 2020 planetary transits for Virgo and Virgo rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Virgo on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin March 1st, 2020 with 4 planets in Capricorn in the 5th house sector. Mars at 9 degrees Capricorn, Jupiter at 19 degrees, Saturn at 28 degrees, and Pluto at 24 degrees of Capricorn. The Sun is placed in the 7th house at 11 degrees of Pisces, along with the planet Neptune at 18 degrees and the planet Mercury at 2 degrees retrograde. Venus is placed at 25 degrees of Aries in the 8th house sector. Uranus is at 3 degrees of Taurus in the 9th house, with the Moon in Taurus at 22 degrees. Overview. August 23rd through September 1st, birth dates. Sun in Virgo at 0 to 9 degrees. Transiting Mars in Capricorn over the last 2 weeks of February made a trine to your Sun, perhaps giving you an extra boost of energy to combat winter doldrums. August 23rd through August 28th birth dates will experience Uranus in Taurus square their sidereal sun placement. Sweeping changes may happen that enliven and invigorate your life. Expect to be liberated from elements of your life that have become oppressive. Uranus always sets us free. It heralds the arrival of raw truth into murky situations. Hopefully, it will be stimulating and not too disruptive. September 2nd through September 11th, birth dates, Sun in Virgo at 10 degrees to 19 degrees. Transiting Mars in Capricorn will make a harmonious trine to your Sun over the first 2 weeks of March 2020. A high energy aspect to get you in gear for spring. September 12th through September 21st birth dates. Sun in Virgo at 20 degrees to 29 degrees. This group is getting the transit of Jupiter in Capricorn and Saturn in Capricorn, making a stabilizing trine to the Sun all of 2020. Just so you know, I use a 10-degree orb of influence for both Jupiter and Saturn. This includes the March 22nd to July 1st period of Saturn in Aquarius, which should be interpreted as an out-of-sign trine. Your personal astrological chart will indicate the possible ways this energy may manifest in your life. Generally speaking, these energies make your life run smoothly. Whatever you're trying to accomplish happens easily. Doors open and others help you. Therefore, use 2020 to push like hell for everything you want in your life. Don't waste a single minute of this lucky vibration. People under a double trine, they tend to just sit back and enjoy it. And really, it's not the time to do that. It's the time to go out there and attempt the impossible, so to speak. The doors that were closed that you walked away from years ago. This is the year to get back out there and try to open those doors. And you may be surprised to get a totally different response. On March 3rd, Venus squares Saturn between houses 8 and 5 could be indicative of personal criticism coming from a loved one. Don't internalize or allow hurt feelings to take hold. Instead of an emotional response, listen in a detached manner and deal with it on the intellectual plane. The planet Mercury in retrograde sextiles Venus between houses 6 and 8 on March 4th, bringing the possibility of reconnecting with an old relationship from the past. Also on March 4th, the planet Venus enters Taurus, and moves into the ninth house sector. The Sun makes a conjunction to the planet Neptune on March 8th in the 7th house, bringing a need to escape, withdraw, and recharge your energies. A perfect vibration for any spiritual practices or meditative techniques. It may also indicate a partner in need of compassionate care or a sympathetic ear. Venus makes a conjunction to Uranus in the ninth house, also on March 8th, and may bring a new, stimulating international connection. March 9th brings the full moon, 1:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 19 degrees of Virgo, in opposition to the Sun at 19 degrees of Pisces, spanning houses 1 and 7, highlighting the tension between your needs and the needs of a partner. The planet Neptune at 18 degrees of Pisces is aspecting this full moon by conjunction and opposition. Confusion, misunderstandings, and miscommunication may occur. Under Neptune energy, paranoia, subconscious fears, and insecurities may be at play, meaning your imagination may be in overdrive. Of course, actual deception is also a possibility. Regardless, avoid hyper-emotional scenes. Chances are everything will be resolved later in the day when the moon in Virgo in the first makes a trine to Jupiter in Capricorn in the fifth. Also, on March 9th, the planet Mercury turns direct motion at 28 degrees of Aquarius. On March 11th, the Sun sextile Jupiter between houses 7 and 5 favors all business partnerships. Use this energy for making a presentation at work, requesting assistance or advice from your supervisor, or having a meeting with the CEO to discuss openings for advancement. This energy makes a favorable impression that inspires confidence and leaves behind positive feelings. It is also great for having some fun with loved ones. March 14th brings Mars sextile Neptune between houses 5 and 7, and Sun sextile Pluto between houses 7 and 5. Both of these energies favor inner search and analysis, utilizing mystical and occult disciplines. Use this day to consult with spiritual teachers, mystics, or therapists who can aid you. Sun sextile Saturn on March 19th between houses 7 and 5 is excellent for getting a great deal of work done and making a favorable impression on superiors. The vernal equinox will occur on March 19th at 11:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Happy spring. Mars conjunct Jupiter in the fifth house on March 20th is a lucky vibration and favors initiating new enterprises. Your energy level is high and you have the necessary confidence and drive to get ahead. In the fifth house, creative projects, recreational pursuits, and romance is highlighted. On March 22nd, the planet Saturn enters the sign of Aquarius at 12:03 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and moves into the sixth house sector. Mars conjunct Pluto in the fifth house on March 23rd can give you intense energy and drive to accomplish goals. It also can indicate ruthless egocentric behavior resulting in power struggles. Care is needed in how you deal with loved ones today. March 24th brings the new moon, 5:29 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 4 degrees Aries in the 8th house, highlighting jointly held finances and assets, bank loans, taxes, insurance, and other people's money over the month ahead. It can also be the start of a new intimate relationship. Venus trine Jupiter and Venus trine Pluto on March 28th between houses 9 and 5 favors legalities, travel, international contacts, and higher education. There may be financial rewards as well. Mars enters the sign of Aquarius on March 30th and moves into the 6th house. On March 31st, Mars makes a conjunction to Saturn in the 6th house and advises you to stay calm in the face of any frustrations, delays, and obstacles you may encounter at work. This is an aspect of seething anger which you repress to avoid confrontation. Sublimate through being productive instead.